You guys, welcome back to another vlog, or if you're new, welcome. There's a lot I have planned for you in today's vlog. I'm going to take you to work, talk about a new business that I'm starting, talk about a little bit of a drama that's going on that happened with my house. So there's a lot of updates going on, but I had a very special delivery that I need to talk to you about, that I'm very excited about, and it is from one of my favorite brands in the whole world, Brooklinen. Okay, if you've been following me for any time at all, you know I'm Brooklinen's #1 fan. I have put Brooklinen sheets in every one of my family members and friends' houses. I have forced Ethan to get Brooklinen sheets. Well, actually, he requested them because after sleeping in my bed, he was like, what is this magic bedding that you have? Nikki has Brooklinen sheets, my sister has them. They are just the most superior sheets on the market, and once you go Brooklinen, you can literally never go back. My personal favorites are the Luxe Sateen sheets because they're so soft and silky and cool. They feel like very soft on your skin, but because it's a bajillion degrees here in Montreal this summer, I wanted to test out their linen sheets, and I specifically wanted to test out their new color, which looks so delicious. I'm so excited to see it. I haven't unboxed it yet, so we're gonna see it for the first time together, but it looks so perfect. It looks like it's gonna match my room perfectly. As I mentioned every single time, of course I bought their bundle, the linen hardcore sheet bundle. Just by buying the bundle all together, you save 20%. You get the core sheet set, a duvet cover, and 2 extra pillowcases, and it's so worth it because you're gonna buy those things anyway, so you might as well buy the set and save 20%. And then you also can get an additional 15% for first-time purchases if you use my link down below. Such a great deal. I cannot wait any longer. I need to unbox these sheets and get them on my bed. Nikki is waiting with bated breath to see this color. She almost ripped my package open when it arrived at the door, and I was like, you need to hold on, like we need to film this. So are you ready to see the color? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The sheets are inside this beautiful little package. It's like a present, the linen collection. It's 100% linen. It's made in Portugal. I'm feeling very bougie. It's the lightest, most breathable fabric. It's perfect for warm days, cool nights. Linen is my favorite material in the summer, so I obviously need to have it on my bed. Look how perfect. Sorry, I'm looking at Nikki. Like, look at how perfect this color is. Wow, Brooklinen, you really knocked the ball out of the park with this one. Wow, this is even nicer than I was expecting. I want to have my whole wardrobe made out of this linen. The color is called Khaki Chambray. I am so, you can't even tell how nice it is. You'll see on the bed. Let me get you a close-up. Let me get you a close-up of this delicious linen. It matches the color of my bed. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is the core sheet set. Typically, like, I find that linen, you need to wash it to make it really soft and comfortable, but this feels really soft and like movable already. And then you get the 2 extra pillowcases. I got the king size pillows because I have king size Marlowe pillows. Another thing I really like about the bundle is you don't have to get everything in the same color like I did. You can get this color duvet cover, but you can get white sheets if you want. I'm going to get it on my bed and then show you the finished product. We just put the sheets on the bed. It is so comfortable. I cannot wait to climb into bed tonight. So one thing I do want to point out, and when you're ordering your sheet bundle, if you're ordering this color, I would recommend getting the second pillowcases in white just to kind of break up all of the linen, but it's so soft. I honestly could not be happier. Don't forget that you can use my link in the description box to get an additional 15% off on your first order. As you guys know, Ethan is Jewish. I'm not Jewish yet, and normally we go to his dad's house on Fridays for Shabbat, but his dad bought a resort, so he is not in town, so I offered to host Shabbat for me, Ethan, Emmanuel, and his girlfriend. Emmanuel's Ethan's brother, and his girlfriend Sabrina. Normally, they kind of just like cater it or like pick stuff up that's pre-made because, you know, hosting a big dinner every week is a lot of work, but I want to make everything homemade. So I'm at Ethan's office waiting for him. He was running an errand, and then I have to go pick up some kosher meat. I don't keep kosher, but Ethan keeps kosher at home. I just feel like, you know, on Shabbat, it's like I should be serving a kosher meal. Nowhere near where I live is there like a kosher butcher. So he's showing me, and then I can go alone. so much to learn. There's so much to learn. Every time I talk about this on Instagram, I get so many questions, so I thought I would open up more about that. Don't worry, my channel's not going to become about Judaism and converting. Don't worry. But I do know that a lot of you guys were interested in it, like not interested in my journey, why I'm doing it, so I could definitely open up more about that. Then I'm going to bring you to the office, talk a little bit about a new service we're offering at CNC, which I'm so excited about. I also want to show you guys some of the new stuff that I have in my closet at the office. So at where we have our showroom for jewelry and where we pack the orders and like our warehouse, our office and everything, I also have a room for my closet sale where you can come and shop my closet in person. I do have toniscloset.ca where you can shop my clothes online. So I'm going to show you guys some of that. There's just a lot of fun stuff, but I'm baking like a sweet potato in this car. I was outside staining my deck this morning. That's one of the big, oh, here he is, zooming into the parking lot. I made it back with the goods. I'll show you guys what I got. Kosher food is so expensive. A little bit hungry because I haven't eaten anything all day. I'm debating if I want to go and pick up a salad, like a Mandy's salad, which sounds very good. It only says 29 degrees, but it absolutely does not feel like 29 degrees. I'm wearing this really cute little black dress I just got from Zara. I got it in white as well, but the zipper is broken. One thing you always have to do when shopping in store at Zara is check to make sure the zipper actually goes up, because this is like the 10th time I've purchased something you think I would have learned by now, but I didn't, that the zipper's just messed up. Like, so I have to go return that. Anyways, I'm gonna head to the office and listen to the new Zach Bryan album. Why don't you show everyone what you were doing?
Well, this had some of our hand chains, which are coming back very soon. And I was just tidying up the display for the showroom for tomorrow's retail shift, and I saw this was an empty hand, so then I decided to have some fun and scare them.
So she came up behind me and touched my arm with this.
And Tony was scared.
Well, I looked down and I see this white. Stop! I'm sitting here making the thumbnail for my vlog that I'm posting tonight. It has our trip to the States and my new at-home nail routine. I make my thumbnails using Canva, and then I also use Photoshop because I like the little effects that you can like add on top, but that's really it. Like, I don't do anything crazy. What are you doing at the mall?
I have to get Colton's mom's birthday gift.
Oh, what are you getting her?
Because she's going to Europe, so I'm getting her a little like Uniqlo bag.
Oh, that's precious. If you guys don't know, Colton's Nikki's boyfriend. This is our little permanent chain bar. We have a new permanent chain here on my ankle. You have it on yours too. Why don't you show? Oh, everyone saw your cute little outfit you had on.
Well, actually, I get first dibs on a lot of Tony's Closet. toniscloset.ca if you want to check out what's available in the clothes room. And I do try to be very respectful and only take what I know I'm going to wear, but I have found some really, really good things.
Such as?
This Zara dress that I like. This is a Girlfriend Collective little skirt.
Very cute with your cute little fun socks.
Yeah.
And who got you those shoes?
My sister, Tony. Why don't we show the clothes room?
Sure.
So,
I'll show you guys the updated little area there. This is the clothes room.
This is Tony's closet room. I really do want to redo all of the signs.
Why? I did those.
Well, just because they're not necessarily reflective of what's where anymore.
Okay.
Because we've evolved really since the website came up.
Right.
So we have so many jeans.
And we have good jeans too. We have, these are Dish.
A lot of Abercrombie.
Levi's.
Pistola.
There's a lot of a Goldie jeans, Girlfriend.
Everything's new. A Goldie here, look.
There's some that are new with tags, honestly, like
Girlfriend.
a lot. Girlfriend. There's
a Goldie. A Goldie. And the sizes vary, I'd say, from like 24 to 27.
Yeah. We also have some pants here, some workout gear.
A lot of things with tags. These are all coats. I know it's not coat season now, but there are a lot of good options. And just like when, like you have to think ahead. Last year I got my Uggs in August. My Ugg, what are they called? Tasmans with the platform. because otherwise you can't get it. But like, there's Aritzia Super Puff, some Zara.
We also have a $5 bin, and then we also have a $10 bin. There's some Uggs, some sneakers, some slides, sunglasses. These are really cute sneakers, but they don't fit me. A lot of Aritzia.
A lot of really good things.
I know.
Even sometimes we're unpacking the bags and Tony, you'll see it and she'll be like, wait, I didn't want to sell that. I'm taking that
Or
back.
sometimes someone will buy something and I'll be like checking them out and then I'm like, wait, this is actually cute.
A lot of blazers also.
A lot of blazers, overshirts.
Dish. This is Dish.
There's some skirts. There's really good stuff, you guys. I love all this stuff. I just can't keep all of it because I have too much stuff.
This is a Babaton blazer.
Yep.
Babaton.
Like so many Revolve dresses. This is a Revolve dress. It has
Were you planning on wearing this?
At one point I had bought that. Yeah, isn't that
To wear
crazy?
on purpose?
I didn't know it was a thong. I know, isn't that crazy? I kind of reorganized a little bit. I put this book here, which I got. I can't believe I got this book at HomeSense. It's the Amber Interiors book, and also this like little gold mirror. These little wood stands are also from HomeSense. We have some really cute bracelets. We just got these back in stock, these Mother of Pearl Evil Eye bracelets. Here are all the different charms you can put onto the charm necklace. They're the card diffusers, and honestly, I've never smelled anything as good as this, especially this. Which one was it?
Adulting is overrated. Oh no, Rolling with the Homies. That's the candle that smells like it.
Where's
this one?
Oh, this one. It smells like cereal milk. It smells so good.
Also a candle that
It's
like it.
so delicious. I also have these watches which are slightly imperfect, meaning that one or like a few of the links won't come out, but if you don't have to size your watch, that's no issue. Or there's hairline scratches on some of them, but honestly, they're so pretty. Every time I see those watches, I haven't been wearing them recently because we just got in the Prestige watches, but these are so pretty. Like, they're classic. We also have these fragrances. These are fragrance oil dupes for some popular fragrances. So we have this one, which is a dupe for Bitter Peach from Tom Ford. This one is a dupe for another Tom Ford fragrance. Mojave Ghost. We have for all different like fragrance brands. A lot of Byredo, some bombs. These are our most popular fragrance, I have to say. And then we also have our beautiful toiletry pouch, which I'm obsessed with. One thing I'm personally working on recently is our new bespoke ring line. So as you guys know, we have our Luxe collection, our Luxe rings, which are kind of like our fake travel engagement rings that a lot of people buy for when they're traveling or when they're pregnant. But we get so many requests to make certain rings that look like your specific ring. So then we just decided that we're going to create this new service where you can create a custom ring that looks identical to your engagement ring. There's just a lot of like little logistical things we have to work out. I obviously want it to go as smooth as possible. I don't want you guys to be waiting months and months and months for these rings. I want them to take like max 2, max 3 weeks. All of these rings will be custom made, of course, based on the pictures you sent over and all the specs. So I'm just really putting the finishing touches on that. But you could also, we have that service, and then we're also going to do just like a regular bespoke jewelry service. So if you have a piece you want to recreate or a piece you want to make, we can make any piece of jewelry. So for example, one of you guys sent over these earrings you wanted for your wedding, and you could only find them in silver. So then you sent us a picture of those earrings, and we sent them to our jeweler, and then he created this 3D rendering of those earrings. So basically the service would include the consultation email, the 3D rendering, and then once that's approved, it would also obviously include the ring along with, or the earrings or whatever you designed, along with a cleaning pen and obviously a jewelry box. So that is, we're just like figuring out the prices and the logistics and all that, and I just want to make sure it runs as smooth as possible, but I'm really excited about that. I think that's going to be amazing. I should have started this like a few months ago though, because you guys are all traveling, but I think it'll be great even if you're like pregnant and your fingers like are swollen and you want just like a copy of your ring. Look at your cute, beautiful all white outfit. Where are you going this weekend, Nikki?
I'm going to Saratoga Springs.
Because that is where her boyfriend lives.
And it's my birthday soon.
You think he's gonna watch the vlog that we're posting today?
For sure. Hi, Colton. Say hi, Tony.
Hi, Colton. Yeah, Nikki's leaving. So you're not gonna be at Jenna's opening event?
I want to see Dave Matthews Band.
Who's that?
Like a band. It's like an outdoor concert, fireworks, like.
What are you gonna wear?
I don't know. It depends on the weather. I actually just got word that Colton is taking me on a spa weekend for my birthday.
Where? You guys go to a spa every weekend.
No, this is like a legit spa.
He should take you up to Manor Hovey.
I sent it to him because he was asking me, but I think it's like booked out for the summer. But he is taking me somewhere. I don't know where. He said there's like a lot of wineries around. And like, I don't know. So I'll
Maybe in the maybe near the
He said it's in
Hamptons?
Canada. Like it's like an hour and a half away. I don't know where. I was like Tremblant. He's like no. I was like Ottawa. No. So
Nikki's being spoiled. Okay.
Literally.
Colton needs to give lessons on how to be a boyfriend. Not to
Sign
Ethan.
up.
Ethan's great, but Ethan doesn't watch my vlogs, so he's not even gonna see that. But
Colton does.
look how pretty. This is our cushion luxe ring. This is like my dream engagement ring. Ethan, are you watching? He's not watching. Doesn't want to focus, but you just have to trust me that this is so pretty. It's 3.5 carat elongated cushion on a gold band. What's great about the bespoke ring service also is that if you have like a ring size in between sizes, we can make you, because right now we just make them on like we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, but if you want like a special size like 5 3/4, we can do that if you do. Oh, there you can kind of see it. This camera's so old. You guys, I'm filming on the camera that I first ever filmed like my first Walmart bougie on a budget with. Can you believe that? I just got home. Can you tell? I've been through the ringer. I had to stop at like 20 different stores on my way home and there was so much traffic, but I finally made it. Got some samples in and a little bit of a restock of the Luxe collection. Can you see it? It looks so good, I can already tell. Okay, so we restocked the tennis bracelet, which I don't even have one of them. They always sell out. I'm also taking one of these Luxe tennis bracelets for myself because they're so stunning. Instead of being set in kind of like a square setting, they're set in a round setting, which I personally prefer. All right, but this ring, I'm so excited about. It looks so good. We had this custom made for a customer, so it's similar to our Sienna ring, but she wanted a center full pave band and then just a simple silver band and then a 14 karat gold simple band. So she just wanted the center one to have diamonds and then she wanted the hoops to be gold. We can't see because this camera sucks. You can see it's so pretty. I'm not sponsored, but I'm obsessed with Factor meals. And they literally take 3 minutes to make. I'm gonna make the herb grilled chicken with goat cheese risotto and roasted butternut squash. This is just what they look like. And all you do is puncture it. And then what I do with the chicken is I pop that into the air fryer and it gets all crispy. Wait, you guys, I was opening packages while I was waiting for the food to cook. What? A La Mer package? When I was just going to CEGEP, which is like grade 12 and the first year of university mashed into one thing called CEGEP. I don't know, it's a weird thing we do in Quebec. I thought that it was necessary for me to be buying a La Mer cream, okay? I was delusional. I was absolutely delusional, but the fact that they now have sent me a package is just truly, it feels like a dream. This is their, ooh, their SPF. Let's see. Okay, so it goes on white and then blends out very easily. Has that classic La Mer scent. Oh, okay. I don't know how much this is, probably $1 zillion, but it actually feels incredibly soft and smooth on my hands. I will be testing that out. It's probably $2 trillion, but I will definitely be testing that out. It feels really soft in my hands. I was not expecting that at all. So let's see what's in this one. A Brazilian bum bum cream. I already have a backup of this, so if you want to win this, just leave any flower, oh my god, am I okay? Just leave any flower emoji in the comments and I'll pick a winner for that, because I already have a backup. But thank you very much, Sol de Janeiro. And we have one more package. Oh, okay, well, some more Sol de Janeiro. So we have the pistachio and salted caramel and the solar tuberose and lait de coco. I personally love their fragrances and their body sprays. This isn't just the regular one, is it? Oh, it is their regular one. Anyways, I didn't know it was pistachio and salted caramel. Some more Sol de Janeiro stuff, so I'll throw that into the giveaway too. This one is the solar tuberose and lait de coco. Ooh, this one smells really nice and fresh. It's giving me that like sunscreen. I guess it's the lait de coco. This one smells really good. That smells really good. Do you see this fly? Do you see this fly flying around? I don't know how these flies get in my house. In case you were wondering, this is what a factor meal looks like after I popped it in the air fryer, and I also added a little bit of garlic sauce to dip my chicken in. Okay, so right now I've been really neglecting my backyard. There's ants. I disrupted an ant nest somewhere. Look at all these ants. Gross. This is what my everything looked like. So I'm pulling out these weeds and I'm gonna fix up these shrubs because they were getting out of hand, and then I was just like overwhelmed. But today's the day. I'm pulling them all out. Okay, so we got it somewhat back together. I picked all of the weeds out from in between the bushes. They're in that bag there. I need to throw that out. I got rid of all of like the big mess there of all the hoses and stuff. I need to get a different coffee table, but whatever. And I need to get a plant for that side, but whatever. I also took some of the cushion covers off that got really dirty, and I'm soaking them now. I don't know how they got so dirty. Put this little table thing back up here. The umbrella. It's looking good. Now I have to put this back together because I cleaned my sofa and living room rug today with this little machine here. So I need to put this back together. So let me do that quickly, because although I do have a stain on here, I don't know what it is. It's like hot pink that won't come out. And my couch, for some reason, has gotten so dirty. I think I need to call a professional cleaner again, because that didn't even help. Okay, we are in the thick of cooking. I got started a little bit later than I was anticipating, but I have the braised, I had a little incident on the stove. My chickpeas severely boiled over. I forgot how to get that off, but I have my braised beef situation. I need to pop that in the oven, actually, so let me do that. I don't know where my oven mitts are, so I'm using a towel. That is where we are at right now. I don't think I need my oven for anything else at the current moment. Oh my god, that's heavy. So this is going to braise for around 2.5 to 3 hours. So it'll be ready around 11:15. I had to make this tonight because I'm going to be at the office tomorrow during the day, and I don't want to be cooking this like when people are here. So it also heats up really well. I just add a little bit extra stock, and then it's fine. Then we have our roasted peppers and eggplant. Here I just put them on broil for around 25-30 minutes. I'm gonna let them cool down and all of that, and then I'm working on the hummus now. I know this looks absolutely disgusting. The key to getting the smoothest hummus ever is boiling your chickpeas with a little bit of baking soda. The recipe, I've never tried this one before, but it's very cool. You have to like let the garlic and the oil, lemon juice like fester together. I'm literally following the recipe, so I'm not gonna bore you with showing you everything, but basically today I'm just gonna be prepping absolutely everything that I could prep tonight so that tomorrow it just is as smooth as possible. I can't believe I didn't check in. I did all that work, vlogged it, and then I didn't check in and show you the finished product, but cooking a whole Shabbat dinner is so much work, especially when you're making everything from scratch all by yourself, but it turned out so good. I made all the dips, everything tasted so delicious, so I'll leave all the recipes I followed down below because you have to try them. You guys, we have a lot to talk about. I have a lot to fill you in on, some house drama, some personal drama, and then we also have some Swedish candy to try. We might do that first because that's what I'm most excited about. And if I look like a mess, it's because I am a mess, okay? I have been a mess. I feel like I will always be a mess. But I did hot yoga this morning and I haven't showered. I haven't showered since. My best friend opened up a hot yoga Pilates and hot reformer Pilates studio in my office building, which could not be more convenient and better. I've been absolutely loving it. So I've been working out so much more than I would before, and the workouts are so good. But when I tell you, it is the hardest thing in the world to coordinate doing hot workout classes basically every single day and hair washing. I constantly just feel like a sweaty mess, but hot workouts genuinely make me feel better than anything I've ever done. Like, it's crazy to say, but when you leave a hot workout, you get this like euphoric feeling, which is my favorite part of the whole workout, and it's just so good. It's become an addiction of mine. I have never genuinely looked forward to a workout and wanted to work out every day. Like, yes, doing mat Pilates at home, which is what I typically do, is fun. Like, that's what I was doing before, but doing hot workouts in general, when you leave and you've like sweat out everything, it is the best feeling in the world. Anyways, I have to fill you in on a lot of stuff. I don't think you guys are ready, okay? So grab a snack. I think we should try this first because my mouth is watering just looking at it and I need to try it. So Allie, Nikki, and I went to go see the movie Long Legs today. That was traumatizing. It wasn't like super scary, but it was very weird and disturbing. I would recommend going to see, honestly no, I wouldn't recommend going to see it. I would recommend waiting till it comes out, but definitely watch it once it comes out. So this is from the brand Maison Sucré, which is a Montreal brand, but it's Swedish candy. I am a candy girl. I'm not so much a chocolate person, but I love candy and candy reviews. If you can see all the candy that's in here, I've always wanted to try one of these. You can see it has like this like white stuff inside and it's coated in sugar. Let's see. Oh, it's her. Whoa. Okay, that is really good. Better than I was expecting. Not the texture I was expecting, really. I was expecting more sour, but it's like really sweet and creamy. A little bit hard. I'm not gonna try all of them because I already had pizza and popcorn today after my hot yoga class. Yes, I did. Okay, we have this little octopus. I think it tastes like banana, which is not my favorite. On to the next. I feel like we have to try a fish. So let's try a little fishy. Okay, I think I need to work on my jaw muscles, so I can't chew through this. I have masseter Botox for grinding my teeth, and I think I can't chew. Okay, I like this one. None of the flavors are so strong, but they're all like really good. I think my favorite was the first one so far. Let's try one more. Okay, let's try the same thing as the first one, but it's green and has pink inside. This tastes like watermelon. I can see why people love Swedish candy so much. Oh my gosh. I'm the type of person where I could eat this whole thing. I feel like I need to give you an update on a few things that going on in my life, because I feel like I haven't given you updates, and there's a few major things. There was a house dilemma. Where to get started? Okay, so back in May, my mom broke her knee. She was shopping at a grocery store and she slipped on a puddle like that was not marked. There was nothing. She didn't see the puddle, she slipped and she broke her knee. She got rushed to the hospital. Well, not rushed, but she went by ambulance to the hospital, and she had to get knee surgery, and so she got that. So my sister and I were taking care of her, of course. I was just so grateful that it wasn't a worse situation. Like, yes, knee breaking is bad, but you know, I'm the type of person where if something happens, I look at it, the grand scheme of things, I'm like, okay, thank God no one was, like, she was hurt, but she wasn't seriously hurt. Like, I'm the type of person where I always look at the positive in something. She got her surgery and things were looking really good. She was healing really well. And then she got an infection in her knee. One day I went to go see her and she had a literal hole in her knee. And I was like, Mom, I don't know if a hole in your knee where you can see the actual screw in your knee is a normal situation. She was like, no, but it doesn't hurt. Anyways, it ended up getting so infected where she had to be in the hospital for a week. She has a PICC line in her arm where she has to give herself intravenous antibiotics 3 times a day. And she has a vacuum seal bandage to suck out the I'm sorry, this is disgusting. I hope you guys, I told you to get a snack. I hope you're not eating. To suck out the infection. And I feel terrible, obviously, for her that she's basically bedridden. To make things worse, you guys, she lives on the 4th floor of an apartment building with no elevator. And she always said, no, it's great. I like living there because it's like my exercise, like up and down the stairs. So that's been something huge going on. Things are looking up finally. She's on the road to recovery. She still has to go and get her bandages changed like every 2 days and, you know, go back to the doctors and everything. But as long as it's getting better, that's all we can ask for. But yeah, that has taken up a lot of my time and a lot of my sister's time. And it's just like, I just feel so bad for her. She's such an active person. She was always over at my house, always playing with Leo. She would always, you know, take Leo for sleepovers. So now I'm watching her dog, Bentley, who's around here somewhere. And if I'm being honest, you guys, this is the first time I've ever had to deal with and experience the Quebec hospital system. And it is so bad. It is so bad. First of all, if you are a nurse, I just want to say you are a literal angel. They are angels and they deserve to be paid $1 trillion, and I still don't think that would be enough money. And I know everyone is doing their best, but dealing with the hospital system in Quebec is such a nightmare. Okay, it is such a nightmare. My camera died and I got freezing, and I also wanted to make a tea. Let's move on to the next story, and this has to do with my house. This also took up like a week of my time, and I can't believe I haven't told you about it, but it was kind of something like in the moment I was like low-key embarrassed that this happened, and then also I was so busy like in the thick of it that I had no time to post about it. So if you remember this video I posted, I was talking about how the only thing I had left to do in the back was stain my decks. I contacted a few companies and I decided to go on one that had pretty good reviews, and they were a little bit more affordable than the other companies, but the reviews were pretty good. And like, I spoke to the guy, he seemed like he would be good. Like, I don't know why I picked this company. Honestly, I do know why, because I spoke to my dad about the other quotes and he was like, that's so too expensive. So then I was like, okay, this guy's like around the price my dad said. Anyways, I should have gone with the more expensive company, but that's neither here nor there. So I was like, how hard could it really be? It's not like a huge project. Anyway, so I found this company. I hired them back in March or April, sent the deposit. This guy came, he showed up. He was a younger guy, but I don't discriminate against age, okay? I'm a young girl too, but I can accomplish a lot of stuff. Like, I put the moldings up in my bedroom, I stained the deck, like, you know, I don't discriminate based on like someone's age, obviously. Showed him and I told him exactly what I wanted. I showed him these pictures, nothing crazy. The thing about my deck is that when I bought my house, it came with the deck. But when I had the rest of my backyard finished, we kind of opened up the deck and then opened the stairs up. So the stairs were a different color than the rest of my deck. So when he came, I was like, I know this deck has about 12 colors going on. So my goal here is I really want it to be one uniform color. So I was like, we'll sand the stairs, and then I feel like we should go with like a semi-opaque stain and something that's darker to mask the colors. This is what I should have known. Like, we were not on the same page. Like, he tells me that the stairs are just, that's the color of them. Meanwhile, I had sanded off the orangeness of the stairs. I feel like we should use just like a clear coating on top to seal it all together. And I was like, no, I don't know if you heard me, but I don't want the wood color. I want to have it dark. I want to have it all one color. Okay, in a dream world, would this be my deck? No, but I was working with what I had, and to make this look the best, that's what I knew we had to do from my very limited knowledge on deck staining. We get on to the same page, or I think we're at least on the same page, and he says, okay, you can achieve that look with a semi-transparent stain. That way you can get that cohesive look and you won't have the paint chipping off. So I'm like, great. He power washes the deck. A week later, I go to Benjamin Moore, I'm looking at all the stains, and I email him. I have email proof that I said, I think we should go with semi-opaque to guarantee that all of the different colored woods are covered. He calls me up and he says, no, no, no. I've used semi-opaque before. It didn't look good. It looked like an opaque, but like an unfinished opaque. And I was like, that's quite literally what semi-opaque is. Is it not, like semi-opaque? Obviously, I'm not saying this to him, but in my head, I was like, okay. But he kept stressing, like, semi-transparent is what we always use. It looks really good. Don't worry, it's gonna cover everything. 2 coats, it's gonna be great. I'm at work. When I come home, they've already sanded the deck and they started staining the deck. Now, this is my second issue and second thing that I learned. First is that don't just trust these people, these companies, to know what's best. I was so naive in thinking like, okay, they're the ones staining decks day in and day out. They know what's best. But not every single person working at these companies is an expert in deck staining. I'm sure there's people at this company that are really good at staining decks, but I don't think these people were very good at staining decks. The second thing is that when I came home and I saw that the deck was clearly not sanded enough, I didn't say that to them because I felt bad. I didn't want to make them feel bad, but I could tell like it was not sanded enough. There was certain areas which looked like it hadn't been sanded at all. They had already started staining, so whatever. They finished staining. I was doing work inside, and when I went out to see it, the stain was wet. So it looked a lot darker than how it finished. And it also had like a wettish coating on it that like made it look better. So they leave. I'm like, okay, great. Is it my ideal deck? No, but like it looked better, okay? It looked good. The stain was dark, whatever. So I go back in, I'm working on the computer, and I look out my office window to see the stain, and it looks horrible. I truly have never seen anything look worse. It looks like my deck belongs on the back of a farm, and you know, there's nothing wrong about farms, but it's just like not the aesthetic of my backyard. So I call up this company, and I think this young guy, the first guy that I spoke to, owns this company, because he's the only person I've spoken to, and I just don't know what's going on. So I call him up and I go, hi, I'm so sorry, your workers just left. And I have to say, I'm very unhappy with how it looks after it dried. Like once they left and it had time to dry, it truly looks unfinished. I'm gonna put a picture. This is how it looked. I was like, I really stressed the fact that I wanted a very cohesive look. And if I'm being honest, there's nothing cohesive about this. It almost looks worse now than it did before because it looks really patchy. The color of the stairs is not matching the color of the deck, and it looks terrible. It looks really bad. So then he switches up his response and he says, well, I told you that it would be really impossible to get all of these woods one color. You never told me that. You absolutely never told me that, because I would tell you then paint it opaque. I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to see the natural beauty of the wood shine through the deck. Like, that's absolutely not what I care about. I just want it to be all one color. I want it to look better than what it looks now. He's like, I think it looks great. And I was like, I don't care what you think it looks like. I didn't say it like that. I was a lot nicer, but I was getting mad, okay? And something about me is when I get mad, I start crying, okay? So I felt like tears in the back of my eyes, and I wanted to die. And in the back of my head, I knew if I was a man, do you think they would be speaking to me like this, trying to mansplain. I was getting so mad because the way he was speaking to me, he thought I was this like Dumbo who knew nothing. I honestly was expecting him to say, okay, well, come back, I'll assess the situation, and we can either do another coat or we can put a coat of semi-opaque, like we can fix the situation. But he was basically telling me that it was done and he cannot come back to fix it. So I was like, what is going on here? And then I remembered that at the beginning on the phone, he told me that they were going to do 2 coats, but then the people before they left said that they only did 1 coat. So I tell him, I was like, well, maybe it's because they only did 1 coat. And he goes on the phone and he's like, what do you mean they only did 1 coat? And I was like, yeah, they said they only did 1 coat. They only had to do 1 coat. This goes to show they just are being lazy. They didn't want to sand it properly and they didn't want to do the 2nd coat. That's literally like someone ordering an engagement ring from me. They want a 3-carat oval cut diamond, E-color, VVS 2 clarity, and I ship them a 3-carat G-color SI clarity. Like, and then just me being like, well, I think it looks good. Like, are you kidding? Absolutely not. That's not what you asked for. That's not what you paid for. And then I'm just gonna sit there and say, well, I think it looks good. I don't care what you think it looks like, okay? I'm telling you, it's not nice. If I ever sold a ring to someone and they told me they didn't like it, I would obviously fix it. Like, I would obviously fix it. I would obviously like do everything in my power to make it better and make them happy. But he was literally just saying like, well, I think it looks good. He's like, well, maybe we can come back and put a 2nd coat on. I was like, well, when can you do that? He's like, we can try to come back next week. No, that's simply not going to work for me, especially not my personality. Like, I'm very much the type of person, when I want something done, I want it done now. I'm not gonna sit with this ugly deck for 2 weeks. It's just gonna make me irate. So what do? I grab the leftover paint that I have and I do a 2nd coat myself, because at this point I'm like, I don't even trust you to come and do this, so, or make it nice. So I'm just going to do the 2nd coat myself. Put the 2nd coat on and it does look better. Had they left after the 2nd coat, I would have been happy. It wouldn't have been up to my standards, but I would have been happy. They never would have heard from me again, okay? But then I'm looking at it and I'm like, I know I could do this just so much better. So what do? I go and rent a huge, like 300-pound sander at Rona. Me and Nikki, okay? We go and rent this sander at Rona and I proceed to sand the stain off the deck and sand the whole deck down to perfection, okay? And the only reason it took me so long is because I had to work so hard to sand that old stain off the deck. If I didn't have to sand that off, I could have easily done that whole job in 1 day. I rented a sander at Rona. It's like $35 a day. Okay, I didn't even know you could do that, but you can. So I rented the sander at Rona. I also rented a hand sander, and Nikki and I proceeded to sand the deck, this like huge sander. I'll put a picture. Then I proceeded to sand the stairs by hand. Then I went and got my semi-opaque stain, which I had originally asked for. And then I proceeded to do my 2 coats of stain. And this is what the deck looks like now, which is exactly what I wanted. It looks all one color. It is all dark. It looks luxurious. So I'm stuck in a predicament here. What do you guys think I should do? So I didn't tell them that I was doing this 2nd coat, because at that point I was like, I don't want to see you. Like, I do not want you to touch my deck, okay? I was like, I'm gonna cut my losses and I'm gonna make it pretty myself. So I didn't tell them. They didn't message me to come back and fix my deck until 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later. And then they never messaged me again. So they just know they have an unhappy customer somewhere and they don't care. They could not care less. Anyways, I'm gonna write them a message because I want them to know that A, their work was terrible. The way they handled the situation was terrible. And I want them to know that I, a 26-year-old female, did a way better job than 3 grown men could do. Situations happen like this to me all the time, where they think they can speak to me a certain way or get away with certain things because I'm a woman. Men literally think us women are the dumbest people on the planet. I don't know how they think we get through life. I will be writing them a strongly worded message to let them know that I'm not happy and I will not be recommending Top Deck Montreal to anyone. So anyways, that's my little life update. Other than that, there's such fun things happening at work. I'm so excited, I can't even talk about it. 2 things, we're doing a bespoke travel engagement ring service. I know it's like midsummer and people are like traveling now. And then the second thing that we're starting, which is like my passion project at the moment, is we're gonna be selling lab diamond engagement rings, solid gold lab diamonds. What really prompted this, I was looking at diamonds and I was like, wow, people are getting extorted for diamond. It's not funny, I should not laugh. People are getting extorted on the diamond prices that they are paying. Not gonna say anything too crazy yet, but we are starting a separate company from CNC because I feel like it's a little bit confusing. Like CNC will remain as the everyday, like affordable pieces, but I want to create a separate line, which is where we have diamonds and solid gold. I feel like it needs to be separate. I already have the name for it and I'm already obsessed with it. Already working on trademarks and, you know, incorporating that company. Right now, if you want to order a lab-grown diamond engagement ring or even earrings or tennis bracelets, you can email jewelry@shopccluxury.com. Okay, so for example, we just sent a quote for a 3.49, so basically like a 3.5 carat elongated cushion with an e-color, so a colorless diamond, a VVS2 clarity, which is the best clarity after a flawless diamond, which, let's be real, no one's getting a flawless diamond, with a ratio of 1.35, so you're gonna get a lot of finger coverage, for $4,550 Canadian, 3,300 USD for a 3.5 carat elongated cushion set in gold. And that is actually the most expensive quote we've given so far. Even though I spent the last half hour complaining, I have been having a great summer and I hope you guys are having one too. I hope you guys have great vacations. If you're going on them, I'll obviously speak to you before I go on vacation. I'm going to Greece and Italy at the end of August. I'll be there for my birthday. Those are my plans for the summer. But yeah, let me know if you guys are going anywhere. If you did go somewhere, I want to know about it. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me vent, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.